Hey, hello and welcome. My name is Infinity with Infinity Crafting Company, and today I will be showing you guys how to chain and do single crochets. So to get started here, you'll see you'll need your crochet hook. This is about a 5mm. You can use any size that you'd like. You'll need scissors and of course your yarn. Now if you're just starting out, you'll need anything like inexpensive. So right today I'm using Red Heart Super Saver in Minty. That's the color. If you like the color, you can go on and get it. What you'll want to do with Red Heart yarn or any yarn, I find it easier to find the inside string. But if you can't find the inside string, the outside string will work as well. Just make sure you have your basket or a yarn ball holder to keep your skein in place. So without further ado, we'll get started. Alright, so before we get started, we want to go over some key terms for our beginners out there. Usually at the start of any pattern, you'll hear the terms yarn over, chain, single crochet, double crochet, etc. So today I want to let you know that yarning over is really simple, as well as chaining. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with a slip knot, which is taking the yarn and slowly wrapping it around your fingers. You're going to put your finger through there, or your hook, whichever is easier. I'm going to use my hook. You're going to put it through that loop that you're holding between your thumb and your index finger, and you're going to pull that tail right through there. And then you're going to grab both of your yarn tails and pull. Now you want to be sure that you grab your yarn tail, not your working yarn. So this is your tail, it's not connected to anything, and this is your working yarn, which is connected to my skein, which I put into my yarn basket. So we're going to pull that working tail. Some projects that you'll do, you're going to want to make sure you have a long tail, but today we're not going to worry about all that. We're just going to chain. So now that you have your slip knot on your hook, what you're going to do is you're going to yarn over, which is effectively wrapping the yarn around your hook, making sure the hook part, if you can see, has the yarn, and slowly pulling your yarn through that loop. And we've chained one. Now, don't worry about the way that I'm holding my yarn. I have been crocheting for about 5 years. And so I've learned how to hold my yarn and what tension works for my fingers, because the longer you crochet, the more your tension matters, and the more the way you hold your yarn matters. But you'll find a comfortable way to do that yourself. So we're going to continue to chain. So again, I'm going to show you. We're going to yarn over. Make sure your hook has your yarn, and slowly pull it through the chain. Now we've chained 2. Done your first 2 stitches. So I'm going to yarn over and do maybe 3 more. So slowly wrap your yarn around your hook and pull your yarn through that loop. Now you want to notice that I'm not pulling these too tight, because otherwise when we go back to do our single crochets, you won't be able to get your hook through the chain, and that is a nightmare. You'll have to pull it all back. So to avoid that, we just kind of keep it loose. So again, I'm going to yarn over, kind of twisting my hook here and just pulling the loop through. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'll chain about 6 more. So I have a chain of 10. So I'm going to do that real fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now I have a chain of 10. Lovely. I love this color. It's nice and bright. What I'm going to do now is yarn over and chain 1 more. So now I have 11. So a lot of patterns that you'll do, you'll end up chaining little extra chains in order to move on to the next row for that base chain. But today, since we're just doing a single crochet row, I'm just chaining 1. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna yarn over. I've already yarned over, so like a second nature now. I'm gonna yarn over and ooh, no, you don't have to yarn over. I'm sorry. What we're going to do, is take our hook and put it through the second chain from our hook. Okay, I'm gonna redo that because I think it was a little fast. We're gonna take our hook, and not the one that's on your hook. This one right here counts as the first chain from your hook. We're gonna go into this second one, if you can see it here. And we're just gonna slip our hook through one or two of those lines. You can decide that. And we're gonna yarn over, pull this loop through. Now you should have 2 loops on your hook, as I do. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna yarn over again and pull that through those 2 loops. And you've just made your first single crochet. So we're gonna do that again. Gonna do it again. So I'm going to put my hook into the next chain on this row. We're now considered being in row 2. Some people call it row 1. We're going to yarn over, pull up a loop. I'm going to yarn over and pull through 2. And we've just made our second double crochet. Going to do it again. So holding my yarn, nice soft tension. Again, you don't want to pull these too tight because you're going to want to go into them later, especially if you're starting a project like a scarf or something. So we're going to slowly put our hook into that third chain, and we're going to yarn over and pull up a loop, and we're going to yarn over again and pull through 2. Now we've done 3. So basically, once we get to the end of this chain, we will have 10 double crochets. That 11th chain that we made in the base chain does not count as a single crochet. So as you go along your rows, this is why counting and crocheting is so important, because if you go into that false stitch, you can end up with an uneven project, and there's nothing more disheartening than messing up a project. And winter's coming, so you want to make that perfect gift. So what we're going to do again, we're going to put the hook through this chain. We're going to yarn over, pull up a loop. Okay, see, got 2 loops on my hook. And we're going to yarn over again and pull through 2. So now we should have about 4. Let's see, it's why you count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4. And so we continue on the same way all the way across this first row. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up that loop, yarn over, pull through 2, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops, insert our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through 2. And I'm sorry if I'm out of sync. Sometimes I just do this so fast. We have 1, 2, 3 more chains that we're going to go into. So let's do those real quick. We're going to go into 1 loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2. Another time, insert, yarn over, pull through 2. And then for our last one, we're going to insert, yarn over, and pull through 2. So yeah, now I'm going to just pull up some yarn. I'm not going to cut this off, but as you can see here, we have one total row of single crochets, nice and neat and uniform. And don't worry if yours doesn't look like this, and also don't worry if it curls up like that or worse. Single crochets are finicky that way, and the longer you go through a project, um, the more that disappears. And also, a lot of times with any project starting off, you know where you did your slip knot back here. There's this little hole. You just have to pull on the string and it'll cinch it closed. And you can keep going on, and later on you'll end up sewing in that string and you'll have a solid swatch or a scarf or whatever you're making. So that about concludes today's tutorial. Thanks for joining in and happy crocheting.
Hi, Infinity here. Just giving you guys a huge thank you to all who watched this tutorial. I hope it was super helpful to you guys as you start out with crocheting. If you like my tutorial style, consider donating a coffee to me. The link is in the description below, or you can follow any of my social media pages. It's me directly uploading literally all the time. And I look forward to doing so much more content for you guys in the future. So thanks for watching. Bye!